She's a spoken word artist. So she be all on the yas poet, yas poet.
Okay. Hey, that's all
Then
right, man. It's all good.
after they do a dope poem, they be like Ashe. I'm like, who the fuck is this Ashy person? Who's this Ash? Ashe. Who is Ash? I don't know who this Ash person is.
That is funny.
Oh,
It's all right, man. It's all right. It's all good.
So how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm home. I'm home. With my beautiful fiance. I got a peace of mind. Ain't no drama in my house.
Amen to that, man. Amen to
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
man, it's been a while since I've spoken to you.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a good minute. It's been yeah. It's damn. We were at
My
the
condolences to you on that, man. Because I got to look at him now that he lives in the same borough that I do, man. So you got a choice, man.
Yeah, we were downtown Manhattan when we hooked up. You
yeah.
were doing it.
It was me, you, and Will, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
were at the Village Lantern.
yep,
What fun? What
yeah.
fun?
Well, fun.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, I see. There's a lot of love between y'all.
As always, it's
Well,
all
no,
good.
we all see, Lewis. I've known for 11 years, and Font I've known just as long. So we all worked together at Time Warner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all rolled together in that same group and stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Will is cool. Will is the man. He definitely shows love. Like if you got a show that you promoting
oh
or you like
yeah,
make a
yeah, he
video,
always
he'll
does
throw it
that.
up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I so tell me what you've been besides you becoming getting engaged, which I know that was something that was major for you that you posted up.
Congratulations, by the way, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, what you've been doing since with this whole entire with the whole COVID situation?
Uh, I've actually been adjusting a lot, doing these Zoom shows, doing these IG live performances, going to
Oh, okay.
parks. I was at one point I was hosting a open mic in Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem
Nice.
every Monday. It was cool. It was cool. It was just a lot of cracktivity that was happening while we were doing the open mic.
Yeah, that's what
Somebody,
happens when you try to do a comedy show in an open park with a bunch of crackheads in the area, man. It's not exactly the best situation for a comedy show to go down at.
and no, and it was bad because some of the crackheads thought it was a rehab gathering outside. I was like, nah, that's not what this is. He's like, oh, y'all doing jokes, man. I got a joke for you, man. I gotta say, come here, let me tell you about this one time, man. I had to go to this bitch, and
Two
I
pints.
had, I had to tell this bitch, and like halfway through the story, he just fell asleep. Like he did that dope fiend. He never got through it. He's like, look, man, I'm gonna see you later, all
So
right?
he was out tonight, man. He didn't go like, dang, and then pop back up.
Yeah, he was like, man, y'all out here every Monday, and I was like, I don't know, cause I don't want him to bring company. I don't want him to bring more people and be like, yo, man, they out here telling jokes and stuff. Yo, they just gonna let me get on the mic today, and I was like, no, the fuck, I was not.
Oh
That's
man.
funny. That's
Eh,
hysterical.
what's going on here? What happened? Sam, looks like you're losing a little bit of your. There you go. So I
What, my
saw that.
ugliness? What, man? What could possibly be missing on a Zoom call, man? Seriously.
Yeah, I know. So I see that you have something going on Monday.
Oh yeah, so I am back at Harlem Nights. That's the spot I was, pre-pandemic. I was there every Monday, and I had a couple of Wednesdays, but now I'm back Mondays and Wednesdays.
Nice.
producing shows.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, our first official show started on October 19th,
Okay.
and they just been going well ever since.
Good.
A lot of people I notice are very they are very off balance. See, it's like comedians right now all around, we're like on a bike. We know how to ride. It's just, about us catching our balance. Like that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like like no bullshit. We look like we're on a city bike for the first time and we just swiveling all over the place. You ever get on a city bike? You like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh, me and my fiance, we got on city bikes for the first time. I was like, I am never riding this death trap on two wheels. Cause she got on the city bike and her whole shit, like the basket that's in front, was just messed up. It just kept like
That's
it
funny.
was a delay in the turns. Like she had to stop at every turn and like walk the bike on the turn and then start pedaling again. I was like,
Oh my
nah, I'm never
God.
doing this shit again.
That's
But that's what
just
comedy is for us comedians, especially when we perform inside. It's so foreign to us. It feels like the first day of school.
Oh man, I could imagine.
yeah.
And
It's crazy right now. It really
yeah,
is. It's insane.
and it's a problem for me because I've been booking comedians. I'm thinking they out here, doing rooftop shows, doing park shows. They're like, nah, I ain't performed since March. I'm like, nigga, oh, you ain't telling me that. Like, when I booked you, and that's the problem. I gotta, if I see a comic out here, if I see their stories on their Facebook or on their IG that they doing this show, they doing that show, they doing this show, I'm like, okay, I can book you because you out here doing work. But if you tell
Sure.
me you this your first set since March 14th, I'm like, nah, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I got to be
Let me
very
ask you a
careful who I
question.
pick.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. Of course. Let me ask you a question. How, picking up from what Lewis was saying, how have you, aside from the mental, physical adjustment of everything, how have you mentally adjusted? And how do you stay informed with your comedy also as well?
Well, you got to think about it. Everyone is basically experiencing the same thing. Things are different now because everyone is traveling a little bit more. But we've been in a house for 4 months out of this year. We couldn't really go anywhere. We couldn't even
Mhm.
make trips to different states because everybody, all the numbers is jumping up everywhere. So comics was like, don't do Rona
Yeah.
jokes, don't do COVID jokes. I'm like, dumbasses, we ain't been nowhere. We haven't been out anywhere to
Yeah.
experience anything. So of course we're gonna talk about that. What else am I gonna talk about? My trip to the supermarket?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, seriously. Yeah. What are you gonna talk
How
Yeah.
many
about?
rolls of toilet paper I have? Yeah, like come on, man.
I mean, honestly, like, unfortunate to say that these, a lot of these people, they're just too sensitive, and I mean, all three of us here, we grew up, you know,
It's sad.
and we grew up where, um, you had these greats talk about everything. They didn't
Yeah,
care, and the fact that
Yeah.
now, unfortunately, you can't really talk about certain things because you don't know if the other person is gonna get pissed off about it.
yeah.
How do you deal with that with from
See, I
people like
got
that?
my opinion on that. I got an opinion on that, honestly, because and I'm sure Rashad could at least agree with it in some aspect. You know, I think now, especially for comedians, I don't think comedians should be afraid to say anything and just to be themselves how they've always been.
This is what.
I mean, okay, I get the coronavirus, the Black Lives Movement, everything. I get that. I get it completely, and I can speak on it because I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife is black, so I mean, I still make jokes. I still, I'm me. So the way I see it, all comedians should be the way they should be. If they're gonna be funny, they're gonna be funny.
Right. here's my thing with the sensitivity, and I'm not a super vulgar, super dark, super. I'm not that at all. I'm not
Mm.
shock. I'm not shock humor. But when I say something real and people go say and people say, "Oh," I always tell them, "Please take your sensitivity, put it down on your seat, sit on it, and
Yeah.
fuck yourself." Because what I
Yeah.
said
Yeah. Yeah.
isn't even half as
Exactly.
bad as what these Proud Boys are saying
Yeah.
about you. It's not
Yeah.
even it's not even
Yeah.
10% bad is what Trump supporters are saying. So with all that sensitivity, put it in your seat, sit on it, and fuck yourself. Go up and down, all right, on it, okay? I'm serious, and I'm just
No,
like,
yeah, but it's
if,
funny though. It's true.
and people know my type of comedy. I don't go dark. I don't see humor in that because basically you're just an asshole with a microphone. That's what I have to say
Yeah.
about dark comedians who just deliver it straight and raw like that and act like people are supposed to laugh at it. I'm like, you're an asshole and you don't have any friends, and this is your way of seizing power over people who don't fuck with you and who wouldn't
Exactly.
fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's how
Exactly.
that's your way of gaining power by being dark on stage with a microphone saying stupid shit like that and calling it comedy.
Yeah.
No, you need a
Yeah.
therapist
Absolutely.
and you need some pussy. So I'm just saying, because any man that's getting good vagina or good head would not say some dumb shit like that. Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just my opinion. But it's been a lot. I've been adjusting to performing on camera and still keeping the same energy while at the same time performing on stage and going back to the way I was before all of this. Because I tell you, it is so different performing on a screen and then performing on stage. Performing
Yeah.
on
How is
screen,
that for you? How do you adjust? Like how do you um re-energize yourself? Because that's really what you're doing. How do you take your energy and re-harness it again on a screen versus a live audience in your face? Like how do you transition that?
so with on screen for me, it's helped me be a better writer.
Mhm.
On
Okay.
stage, I'm like a performer. I'm physical. I can do stuff. I can do act outs on a stool with a mic stand with the microphone. I can do that. On camera, I can't really do that. I'm very limited to this space right here. Like, but if I got the camera like way out here,
Mm-hmm.
it may be difficult for people to like see me. So that's why I have to be right here, and I got to write my jokes out and deliver it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can say it's really helped improve my pen game. It's really helped improve my writing.
Okay.
Nice. Now, as far as Monday, are you performing or you're hosting and performing?
I'm hosting and performing, but sometimes if I feel like doing a set, I'll have somebody host for me,
Mhm.
and I'll go up either at the end or I'll go up before the headliner that I book,
Okay.
and then that way people are able to see me that I'm not just a host, but that I can perform, and they be like, oh shit, he really funny, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's the part that I like about it. I could go up at the end and do 30 minutes easy now
Nice.
because I have so much material from before that I'm still working on, that I'm still working out, that I'm adding to, and then I got the new stuff that I've written out.
Nice. Nice. You have
Who are your
besides.
inspirations when you do comedy? I'm sorry, Lou. I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
no,
off.
no.
I'm
Good
sorry.
fight.
Wait, what was that?
Good, sir.
No, go ahead, Lou. You were gonna say something good.
No, I was gonna say besides your for Monday, what other events do you have planned up that other people that
So
want to know?
near the end of this month on the 27th. Oh, so at the end of this month, November 27th, I have a workshop called Work the Room Comedy Workshop. It's teaching. folks how to host, how to become better hosts,
Mm-hmm.
and for those who are looking to be a host, and I give them pointers on how to bring people, how to bring performers up, how to engage a crowd, how to uh, do crowd work, and then sneak your material in that way,
Okay.
how to read your audience to know what joke you should do,
Mm.
and how to segue from crowd work into your material as well. It's a very good skill to have, and it'll keep uh comics booked. It'll
Okay.
keep them working in
Okay.
in places because everybody needs a good host. Everybody can do stand up, but everybody can't be a good host in stand up.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's very true.
What was your question, Sam?
I was gonna ask, who are your inspirations what made you do comedy? Like, who inspired you to do comedy?
Oh man, I was watching BET Comic View back in the '90s. This was when Ricky Smiley was hosting, and
Okay,
he
okay, I remember
yeah,
Ricky.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Ricky Smiley, he was one of the hosts in the '90s, and in the
Mhm.
background, I don't know, before they started the show, a comedian by the name of Ronaldo Ray, he passed away
Okay.
a couple of
Yes.
years ago. He
Mm-hmm.
used to be in
Rest in
like
peace.
they had it like set up like it was a restaurant. Ronaldo Ray used to be in the window,
Yeah. Okay.
and
I remember the sketch. Yeah.
right, and I remember watching Comic View and seeing these black people on stage talking about stuff I had no idea what they were talking about. They were adults. I was a kid. And these people are in the audience laughing at what they are saying. And I looked at that as a superpower. I said, I want that kind of power.
Mm.
And then I had to realize that is not a power, that is an art form. And I said, I want to learn that art form. So what I used to do, I used to tell some of those jokes to my friends. And we like 8 and 9 years old. Some of my friends a little older than me. They like 10 or 11. And they was like, Rashad, I heard that joke before. Tell me something different. And I was like, damn, got to come up with my own joke. So I saw this guy like a couple of years later. They had BT Comic View Mardi Gras. That's when Bruce was the host. And this guy named Tony Roberts from Detroit. I saw him get on stage and he was fucking hilarious. Tony Roberts from Detroit, very funny dude. He was active, he was physical, and he just made me laugh. And I was like, I want to do what that guy does. I want to be like him. So this guy named Tony Roberts was one of my inspirations to start doing stand up.
Nice. Nice.
Mm.
Um.
Mm.
Besides, I mean, so besides Tony, is there anyone else that inspired you? Maybe who may or maybe um made you think like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be like this person, or be as vulgar as like the old the a lot of the greats.
Well, when I started comedy, I was watching a lot of Mike Epps.
Mm.
I was watching a lot of Cat Williams,
Okay.
uh, Dave Chappelle as well, Martin Lawrence. I was watching a lot. I watched both. I watched You So Crazy. That's one of my favorite specials. It's one of my all-time top favorite specials. Watched a lot of Raw and Delirious, but I was much older because I couldn't watch that when I was younger.
Mhm.
After I started doing stand-up, I started watching um, Red Fox's specials.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to watch a lot of the classics. I watched Richard Pryor's Live at the
Yeah.
Sunset Strip.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
another
he's
classic.
Classic.
yeah, he's
Classic.
one of the best back then.
Classic.
And
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's like he was raunchy back then,
yeah,
but he was straight. He was truth. He was everything that he spoke on stage. He was he said the truth.
yeah,
And unfortunately today, 2020, unfortunately can be like that. Just like how we
yeah,
like we talked about before. You know, um, and unfortunately it's kind of sad. in that sense. And I mean, have you ever ran into issues in the past, like when you were on stage and people, they got a little bit of hurt feelings when
Oh
you said
yeah.
certain things?
I you guys know Alex Catabano?
It sounds
No.
familiar.
He
Sounds familiar though. Yeah. Yeah.
Alex Catabano. He's a comedian. He owns this restaurant called the V Spot down on Astor Place. It's a vegan restaurant.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay. I know where the
yeah,
restaurant is. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
so he does shows in his restaurant. So one night,
Really? Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's got like a whole backspace and everything for the show. But anyway, I was at the V Spot and I'm doing a show. I'm doing this show, and there was a joke that I wrote, and I thought it was funny to me. This woman from Germany, she was staying at an Airbnb in Harlem on 145th Street in St. Nicholas. This woman got punched in the face by a dude, and he robbed her. And I was like, damn, niggas is out here fighting gentrification physically. So like so that was my take on it. So I did this other joke. So I followed it up like, dudes in Harlem, when they get into a fight, they always use sound effects. They be like, yo, I caught this dude with a boop boop boop, and he was out. So you ever hear him say that? So I was like, yo, and I was like, it's messed up because this white lady, she on 145th, she went to a deli, she got caught with the boop boop boop, and she was out. So I did that joke, right? So before I got to this joke, there's a lady with her boyfriend. They're eating dinner. The whole time they're loving me. The whole time they're loving me. Till I said that joke, I see her face drop, and she is just giving me death stares, like I was Trump right there, just shooting jump shots of paper towels into the crowd in Puerto Rico. Like she's giving me that kind of look.
Wow.
At the end of the show, it was it was a rocky show for me, but I ended pretty strong. So at the end of the show, she comes up to me and she's like, "I did not like the joke that you said about that woman. That is my friend. You have no right to." I was like, first of all, you didn't even let me know that was your friend. Okay, how was I supposed to know that? I am
Mhm.
not going to apologize for my jokes, just like cops don't apologize for shooting black people. So you have to. It's their job. Unfortunately, it's a terrible fucking job, but that is their job. That's my job. And as a policy, as Dave Chappelle said, as a policy, I cannot feel bad for anything I say on stage. As a policy,
Mhm.
because the moment I apologize about something, I am not staying true to my art.
True.
Poets
You're
do not
losing your credibility.
apologize. Right. Poets do not apologize for making people
Yeah.
triggered by what they say in their pieces, in their
Yeah.
poetry. Because what they're saying in their poetry is what they feel.
Mhm.
That is the thing about with poets. They hit you directly
Yeah.
with emotion.
Yeah.
Comedians, we have to internalize all the bullshit and make you laugh at it. So that's why we're really damaged on the inside because we have to absorb a lot of negative, dumb shit and then redirect it and make you laugh at it.
I've been redirecting shit at Lewis for 11 years. I have no empathy at all whatsoever.
Exactly.
It's
So
okay.
I
I
understand.
think I I hit it right back to him. I learned. I learned.
Yo.
Yo, this has been 11 years of abuse. Abuse. I've said any possible thing you can imagine to him.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'm stuck with professionals. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hit it right
You
back
know
to
what it
him.
is? You know what it is for us comedians. If there's a grenade, we got to jump on top of it and absorb the explosion. And be like, all right, we all right. Let's go back to doing what we're doing. The poets they just drop the grenade on you into the boom,
And
just
just walk
explode
away.
you with sorrow and grief
Yeah.
and just walk away. Me, I gotta jump on top of the fucking explosion and be like, "Y'all all right? Y'all all right? All right, Karen, go eat your kale sandwich." Like that's our job. We have to jump on top of bombs,
Oh
That's
man.
even though a
funny.
lot of times we do bomb. Like, isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
It is. There's such irony in it.
So,
I
But yeah,
remember going to
mhm.
Caroline's. Yeah, this is years ago, and I saw and God rest his soul, man, John Witherspoon that we lost
yeah.
recently and stuff. Well, not recently, but and I saw him perform. Let me tell you, I'm an old school. I love old school comedy. So I
Yeah.
Witherspoon, Eddie, Richard, Red, Martin, Cat, Dave Chappelle's one of my Dave Chappelle. Aside from anybody, is my favorite comedian of all time, and I've seen him perform live. I got the fortunate pleasure to see him, and I never forget. John's on stage, and there's some lady sitting in the front row. Now, I don't know who told her to wear a purple bodysuit to this man's show.
Oh my
He
God.
came out. Well, no, but the funny part, the part that made it funny, was John came out in that lime polka dot green
Oh
yellow.
yeah.
Then he had the coordinate routine and the whole nine. So she made a comment. I was sitting maybe about 10 tables back. So she said something to him, and
Mm.
whatever she said, he just turned around and was like, "Look, Barney, I do not be talking like he went in, like he just went, like it stopped his whole routine, and she just sat there like in shock. That woman got up, barking whatever, and he's like, yeah, whatever. She left and went right back to his routine.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the part that killed it was everybody was rolling. Nobody stopped laughing because everybody, and I thought for a second that was part of the show. And then at the end of it, he comes out and he goes, I just want to clear something up. That bullshit that happened in the front row, that was not scripted. That made it even funnier as soon as he said
Oh
that.
man, that's
And also,
hilarious.
oh my God, we were rolling. So you know what?
Oh man.
Going to covering, that grenade effect and stuff like that. Yeah, I get that. I can understand. I can imagine the stuff you've
Yeah.
been through. And just trying to just,
Yeah.
cover something up and then try to pick up your routine from, from that point on and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could tell you stories, man. I could tell you stories. Oh boy. Oh man.
So, for anyone that is trying to come up and actually do comedy, what is your best advice for them?
Uh, do open mics. Do open mics just to see what kind of material you have, and just to get your voice out there, just to throw it out into the air. If you wanna go to show, I would say go to shows and just watch. If you're just starting comedy, go to open mics to get your material out, but go to shows just to watch, because you need to see what you're practicing, and then you need to see how the professionals are doing it on stage. But don't try to take any of
Okay.
what they're saying and add it to what you're doing. Don't do that. Look at how they're performing on stage. What are they doing? Are they making eye contact with people? Are they sitting down? Are they? I suggest no. Don't drink before you get on stage. A lot of comics, a lot of newer comics think because they see comedians on stage with drinks that think it's okay for them to drink. No, those comics have been drinking for a very fucking long time.
Hmm.
They are, and they know how to use drinking to kind of be a part of their act. Some just look at it, drink just to drink. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Even I don't do it like that. Like I cannot.
Yeah, that takes away from the
It.
trade. Yeah, that kills. Yeah, that kills the show.
I had to learn very early when I was doing an open mic. I had a drink. It got me. It got me a little loose, and I went up there and I bombed my ass off. Like
Mm.
like I had a lady, like I had a lady. She didn't even say it's gonna be all right. She said, "Baby, the Lord still love you." I was like, "Damn, you gonna bring Jesus into this?" She said, "God is with you all the way." I was
Oh
like,
my
first of
god.
all, you know you didn't do good. Somebody bring the Lord into it. They was like, "Hey, what church you go to on Sundays?" I was like, "Damn." Gave me a pamphlet and everything. Look, you need to
That's
talk to Jesus
funny.
right now. You need to.
That's funny.
And then I was like, never again. I'm not. If I'm going to be serious about this, if I'm going to be serious about my craft, I cannot do that. A lot of things I learned, it wasn't taught to me. I learned on my own.
Okay.
But from listening to other comedians, veteran comedians, when they're doing a documentary or they're doing a interview, they always mention those things, and it just reconfirmed what I already knew and what I already taught myself. I was like, you know what? I was born to do this because everything they're saying, I'm already doing. It's just reconfirming I'm on the right path, and that's why I love doing this.
Nice. Nice.
That's what's up. That's
Um.
what's up.
So
That's what's,
pretty
I
much,
can
I
see your
mean,
passion. When you're talking, man, I can see your passion. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I always say, go watch a show, look at how the performers are on stage, look at how they're, looking at the people, eye contact, look at how look at how they are delivering their jokes. It doesn't sound robotic. It sounds almost like a conversation in a way, and that's why I had to watch comedy very closely because the best comedians make everything sound like a conversation. I said I want my material to sound like that. I don't want it to sound written. I want it to sound so natural that they didn't even think I wrote it. I want this like this conversation we have having right now. I want
mhm.
this to seem like I wrote it. It's happening naturally, but actually I wrote it down. Like we wrote it down.
Okay.
Nice.
So, um, pretty much, what impression? I mean, what would you like to tell your everyone that's viewing now? Your final thoughts and words.
Oh, yeah, come to Harlem Nights. Monday night and Wednesday night. Our show is starting a little earlier at 7 p.m. It's going to be over at 8:30. You know, Cuomo, he want to give us damn 10 o'clock curfew and shit like we 12. I'm like, man, get out of here with that. I'm like, get out of here with that. So, yeah, I would say this. This is my thing. If you're doing something, if you're an artist, whatever you're doing, be shumble, which means be the shit, but stay humble.
Mhm.
Be the shit when you on stage or when you out there to perform or you out there to play or do whatever you do. Be the shit, but stay humble. You got to fly high and stay grounded. Count your money, but count your blessings first. Just because you in first place don't guarantee you victory. If you in first place, you got to run like you in last.
Mhm.
Because the minute you slow down, the person behind you is just going to jet past you because you got comfortable. The only time you get comfortable is when you've won the race and you're not racing no more. That's the only time you should be comfortable. If you still doing comedy, you cannot get complacent. If you whatever you're doing, do not get complacent.
Amen to that. Yo, thank you
That's a
so much
powerful
for
message right there, man. That is powerful, powerful words, man.
yeah. Thank you so much for actually for even giving us the opportunity, and just talk and definitely definitely meet up. We definitely have to meet up again, and do a couple more things.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, man.
yeah. And everyone,
So
y'all can
pleasure.
follow me, Rashad Bashir, on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Just look up my name and you'll see comedian R Bashir or comedian Rashad or Rashad Bashir on Facebook. Thank you guys again. Appreciate this. This
Thank
was
you.
dope.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it, man.
Of course.
All right, give it 1 second.
All right.